compilation of over 60 editorial columns I penned for the Fairfield Echo. The foreword was written by former Mayor Eric Cook, who I loved. He says, in this wonderful book about Fairfield, Bob shows his passion for the people of Fairfield. Finally, the book I'm most proud of is called Taming the Black Dog of Depression. Once when I was giving a talk on depression, an audience member challenged me. Mr. Kramer, what gives you the right to give this talk? Shouldn't this be done by a psychologist or a psychiatrist? I said, let me answer your question with a question. If you want to learn about sex, do you want to learn from somebody that studied all about it or somebody that's done it? Well, I've done depression. I've done hypomania. So that gives me the credibility.
Okay, Bob, I've got it. I mean, can you get to the point
Okay.
on why you're addressing? I mean, I appreciate everything that you've done
Okay.
and your biography here, but
this was going to be less than 5 minutes.
well, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
I want to get to the point, please.
I understand that, Mayor. Not sure how I will do that.
Well, why are you here?
To establish myself as a rational
Bob,
person.
we all know you.
No, but some people will want to tell you I'm not rational.
Well, that's not the point. Why
Okay.
are you here? Just get to that point. Why are you here tonight, please?
So when I come back next month, I'll have credibility when people are tell you can't listen to him. He's
Bob,
crazy.
I've known you for 30 years.
I know you have, but not everybody
No.
in this county has.
Well,
Okay.
that's not important. We need to know why you're
Just a few
here.
more things. Okay, let me get on to thanking the council people. I had quotes. One thing I got to tell you, we have the same mailman as Judge Campbell. My name came up. Judge Campbell said, Bob, he's my favorite person in the city. Okay, here's my tribute to the city council. Forget about Bob. Councilman Myers, he's a true city servant. He's in his 4th term. Honored to be your friend for so many years working on your campaigns. You have nurtured a family of service. You've heard me refer to your wife, Jeannie, as a life choreographer. My grandson had so much fun in her hip-hop class that he did not realize he was the only boy. Your son, Tanner, enthusiastically serving on the Parks Board. Your daughter, KK, served as intern with Judge Joyce Campbell. I'm almost done, Steve.
Okay,
Councilman Bessel. We've been friends since Toastmasters. Turns out my granddaughter and your daughter were best of friends. I've known you forever. Dale, I'm always happy to see you at our weekly lunch with the Fairfield Police that we have at La Rosa's, past and present. I love the city of Fairfield, not just my last sentence, God bless me. I love the city of Fairfield so much that I conclude with this promise. If I ever see an opportunity to push Fairfield in a positive direction, I will do so with a fervor and a passion unknown to this town. On the contrary, if I see an aspect, division, or department going in a negative direction, I will try to reverse that with a fervor and a passion you've never known. I'm so proud of this book, it saves lives.
Good.
Some time ago, I had a call from India. A desk said, I'm going down to the train station to throw myself in front of a train. So I talked to him. I said, that's not a good idea.
Well, Bob, thanks for coming in. It's good to see you again. Take care, buddy. Is there anybody else that would like to, yes, please, come up and we need your name and address, please.
Sure. My name is Michelle Sparto. I live at 5500 Southgate Boulevard. I purchased that home 2.5 years ago. My grandparents purchased it in 1976, and I spent most of my summers in Fairfield, so I'm pretty much a lifelong resident. I really like this city. That's how I want to start out by saying.
Great.
We've had a problem last year and this year with the tax department where we've gotten letters saying that we didn't turn in our taxes for the previous year. We were assured last year that it would be corrected, but apparently it hasn't been.
Okay.
I posted on social media about it and got well over 200 responses with the same people that are having the same problem. So here are my questions for you tonight. It's unorganized and it's not improving. What are we going to do about it? How many people in our community have accidentally paid twice? We have a lot of elderly, disabled people that might not know any better. Do we need an audit? We love all of our city services. Like, I absolutely love all of our city services. I'm concerned with the disorganization in the tax department, that those might be at risk. And lastly, I'm a pharmacist. My husband's an engineer. We have the type of job where if something like this were to be reported on our credit, we could immediately lose our jobs. So we're very concerned about this. and that's why we're here today.
Great. Is there anyone else here that has issues with the income tax department? Just raise your hand. Okay, that's what I saw, the social media post. And I've already talked to Mr. Timmer, and this is our plan, is that we've got to get through tax season right now. Tax season's upon us for the next few months. But when tax season's over, like I said, we've spoken, and we're going to take a hard look at the income tax department and see what we can do better. And what I would ask is that income tax season runs till April. That's when the filing is. Give us a couple months, April, May, maybe by the first meeting in June, we can have a presentation and give you a better idea of what we're trying to do in the income tax department. Because I agree, I've heard a lot of people complain, and that goes with some of my close friends and my own family. So I know there's a problem, and we're gonna try to address that. Again, this is my first meeting back in 4 years, but I've heard you, I've read you, and give us a chance. And I would say give us to the second Monday in June, and that gives us plenty time to get through the tax season and begin to get our arms around this to see what we can do better. Because I think it is flawed in some respects, and it does need fixed. And that's one of the reasons I'm here, is I want to try to fix the income tax department to have it running at top efficiency. I mean, we've come a long way to this point, but we're not done. And I appreciate you coming in, everybody that's coming in. I've seen the hands, and this is something that I can promise you is under review. You can hold my feet to the fire, and I give you my word. By the second Monday in June, we will have an idea or a plan or tell you what we've done to try to make our income tax better. Everybody sitting here, I want to say especially me, but that's not fair. Here for one reason, to help people make the community better. They fall hand in hand, and that's what we're going to do. And again, I appreciate you coming in. I hear you, I see you, and we're going to try to do better. And we will be accountable by June to let you know what changes we're going to make for the 2026 tax year to make this easier to navigate and easier to get our arms around and help you with your taxes. Again,
I
you have my
appreciate it.
word, I'm going to try.
Thank you for listening to us.
Well, you're welcome. Is there anybody else that has anything other than income tax they'd like to address? Income tax is good. I've heard you and seen you. Anybody else with anything? Okay, we will move on at this point. Council reports. Councilmember Bezel.
No report.
Councilmember Paulus.
Yes, last Friday, January the 9th, was Law Enforcement Appreciation Day, and this is our first meeting of the year, and I just want to say that we appreciate our police department.
Thank you. And we do. We appreciate all that you guys do. So, Councilmember Pennington.
Yes, Mayor, I do have one item. Public Works is wrapping up their LEAF program for this year, for the last year, 2025, and the crews have been going around to make sure that there weren't any piles missed and to pick up any that were put out late due to the snow and the cold weather in December. So that should be wrapping up. So that's all I have.
Thank you,
Mayor.
Councilmember. Councilmember Kraft.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Nothing to report.
Thank you. Councilmember Myers.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. From Public Utilities, we actually had a groundbreaking today, and several council members were there, as well as city leaders here, on our new solar field that will essentially power our wastewater treatment system, which is the highest user of electricity in the city of Fairfield. It's got a great return on investment, and it's got a longevity of over 30 years. And I can guarantee everybody in this room is getting impacted with elevated electrical prices. So again, this is a great program for the taxpayers, and builds in the efficiency that we continue to need in the city. Ms. Keyswetter did a great job on the Journal article today, that quick, and it was a good event. That's all I have, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Councilmember. Councilmember Brill.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. For development services, over the past several years, the city has constructed multiple phases of public infrastructure improvement projects along the stretch of Seward Road between Union Center and Tylersville. The infrastructure improvements represent more than $2.5 million of capital investment to support new economic development projects in the area. In December, the city received a letter from a large regional development company called Maris LLC, formerly Al Nair Inc., And the letter reads, Dear City of Fairfield Public Works Department and Economic Development, on behalf of Maris LLC, I extend our sincere appreciation for your team's exceptional work on the Seward Road improvements supporting the Fairfield Logistics Park, Schneider Electric BTS development, and public transportation in general. Your leadership in securing incentives, coordinating design, managing construction, and managing property owner engagement ensured a smooth and successful project. This collaboration exemplifies the value of strong public-private partnerships. We look forward to continuing our work together on future initiatives. Sincerely, Brett Crone, Associate Development Manager. So I thought this was a nice letter to the city about what the effort our development team, Greg Catham and his department have done. So I wanted to bring
Thank
that
you,
up.
council member. We have no public hearing. We have the regular meeting minutes of December 8th, 2025. Are there any corrections, deletions, additions? We'll let those stand approved as written and submitted. Old business, Councilmember Burrell.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I have ordinance amending ordinance number 166-84, the codified ordinances of Fairfield, Ohio, section 1130.01B2, the City of Fairfield, Ohio zoning map by approving the revised concept plan and final development plan for the Patterson Place planned unit development. I have a motion to amend per the attached Planning Commission recommendations and further amend to incorporate the additional conditions stated in the attached amendment. I know we didn't have a motion earlier about reading title only, but that's what I'm doing here, unless anybody needs me to read those two amendments.
No.
Okay.
We need
think
a
this
second on
is-
this, Steve?
You'll need a motion, second on the motion to amend.
I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second to amend per Planning Commission recommendation. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
And this legislation stands as the second reading.
Thank you, council member. Now we have new business, and I need a motion to read by title only. Motion. We have a motion, a second, to read all new business by title only. All in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. Community and Public Relations, Mr. Timmer, do you have anything to add?
We have two simple motions and one ordinance tonight for community and public relations, beginning with the formal recognition and approval of council assignments and appointments for 2026. Following this is a motion to request to appoint the clerk of council as the designee for mandatory Public Records Act training. Finally, an ordinance will be presented to authorize an amendment to the city manager's employment agreement. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Timmer. Councilmember Myers, please.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The first item is a simple motion for formal recognition and/or approval of council assignments and appointments dated January 1st, 2026.
We have a simple motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
The second item is a simple motion, a motion to appoint the clerk of council as designee for mandatory training required by House Bill 9, Ohio's Public Records Act.
We have a simple motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
And the third item is an ordinance to authorize an amendment of the employment agreement for the city manager and declaring an emergency. Like to make a motion to suspend the second and third readings, please.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to suspend the second and third reading. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Thank you. Motion to adopt.
Second.
We have a motion and a second for adoption. Any comments from council? Comments from the audience? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
That's all I have, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Councilmember Myers. Next, we'll go to Development Services. Mr. Timmer, please.
We have two resolutions and two ordinances tonight for development services. The next ordinance is to authorize a 2-year professional services contract with the Fairfield Chamber of Commerce for 2026-2027. This contract continues the city's platinum sustaining sponsorship and includes critical business retention surveys. Additionally, there is an ordinance proposed to authorize a $450,000 RED grant application to support public roadway improvements on John Gray Road intended to serve a major workforce housing project. Next, we have two resolutions. The next two resolutions will be presented regarding appointments to the Westchester Township JED and the Board of Directors of the Fairfield Community Improvement Corporation. Thank you.
My wingman. Mr. Kalen, what can you tell us, please?
Thank you, Mayor. I'm just here to discuss the first item, and I'll do it briefly. This is the chamber contract. As you all know, the chamber is an important partner in our economic development efforts here in the city. You see them at ribbon cuttings and at their annual events, but at the staff level, we work with them on a nearly daily basis to assist our businesses. This contract is a 2-year renewal of our partnership. It provides for our platinum sponsorship, registrations for city employees and elected officials throughout the year, and then the small business surveys that really give us a good understanding of what the local business community needs and feedback there. And tonight we have with us Peggy Emerson. She's coming up on her 3rd year as president and CEO of the chamber. And oh, well, okay. You're about to finish your 3rd. And she's going to tell us a little bit about what's new.
Did you see Nathaniel raise this thing a second ago? Yeah.
Yeah.
First of all, I want to thank you all for your continued support. This partnership with the city is so important. Many chambers don't have a good relationship with their city, and I value so much the relationship we have both with economic development and the whole city. We do serve hundreds of businesses from as large as Mercy and Cincinnati Financial Cook Foods on a regular basis to our small micro businesses, 1 person, 5 people, and we love them all, and it's great to be able to serve them all. We have expanded our services by a few things this past year. One big one is we started a safety council here in Fairfield, so we're excited to see that continue to grow and serve some of those companies like Cook Foods, Liftra, so other ones that may or may not be the people who are coming to say networking things. Last year was our first focus on Fairfield to highlight the city and development things. We will have a second one of those in October. And we are expanding always with more networking and opportunities for our members to participate. And I want to extend a personal invitation to all of you to our annual meeting, which will be February 12th. We are celebrating our 70th year this year as the Chamber of Commerce here in Fairfield. So thank you all.
Thank you, Ms. Emerson, for coming in. It's nice to see you again.
We look warmer now.
Yes, it was pretty cold this morning. I can feel my toes now. So, okay, with that, Councilmember Brill, please.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. So I have an ordinance to authorize the city manager to enter into a 2-year professional services contract with the Fairfield Chamber of Commerce. I'd like to make a motion to suspend 2nd and 3rd readings.
Second.
Motion and second, suspend 2nd, 3rd reading. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Motion to adopt?
Second.
We have a motion and a second for adoption. Any comments from council? Comments from the audience? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
And the second one is an ordinance to authorize the city manager to submit an application and accept a grant from the Ohio Department of Development's Residential Economic Development District, RED, grants program and declaring an emergency. I'd like to make a motion to suspend 2nd and 3rd readings.
Second.
Motion and second, suspend 2nd, 3rd reading. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Motion for adoption?
Second.
We have a motion and a second for adoption. Any comments from council? Comments from the audience? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Third resolution is to appoint Economic Development Manager Nathaniel Kalin to the Westchester Township Joint Economic Development District Board of Directors. I'd like to make a motion to suspend 2nd and 3rd readings.
Second.
Motion and second, suspend 2nd, 3rd reading. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Motion for adoption.
Second.
Motion and second for adoption. Any comments from council or the audience? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
And the fourth and final one is a resolution appointing James Mitchell and Peggy Jo Emerson to the board of the Fairfield Community Improvement Corporation. I'd like to make a motion to suspend 2nd and 3rd readings.
Motion and second, suspend 2nd, 3rd reading. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Motion for adoption.
Motion and second for adoption. Any comments from council? Comments from the audience? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank
Mayor.
you, council member. Next, we'll go to public safety. Mr. Timmer.
We have 4 simple motions tonight for public safety. The simple motions are regarding liquor permit applications. Council is recommended to not request hearings for Wawa Midwest LLC, Quick Trip Corporation, and MSM Pleasant Incorporated. A motion is presented to request a hearing regarding a permit for S&JSS International LLC, doing business as Smokers Planet. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Timmer. Councilmember Paulus for public safety.
Yes, I got a simple motion to request a hearing regarding a liquor permit application in the name of Wawa Midwest LLC, doing business as Wawa 7208, 7075 Dixie Highway, and it's a permit for a Class 1.
Second.
We have a simple motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Just for clarification, that was to not request the hearing. I think
Not
everyone
request.
understood that.
Not
but I-
request.
Not request a hearing. Thank
I
you.
wasn't sure I heard you correctly, so I wanted to just make sure the record's clear.
Thank you, Mr. Walterman.
Next motion is a motion not to request a hearing regarding the liquor permit application in the name of Quick Trip Corporation, Quick Trip 7091 at 7330 Dixie Highway, and that's a Class C2 and D6.
We have a simple motion and a second to not request a hearing. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Another motion not to request a hearing regarding a liquor permit application in the name of MSM Pleasant Incorporated, Grab and Go of Fairfield at 6330 Pleasant Avenue, and that is a Class C1, C2.
Second.
We have a simple motion and a second not to request a hearing. All in favor? Opposed? Motion carried.
And we have a motion to request a hearing regarding a liquor permit application in the name of S&JSS International LLC Smokers Planet, 6600 Dixie Highway, and that's a Class C1, C2.
We have a simple motion and a second to request a hearing. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank
all
you,
I have,
council
Mr.
member. Next, we'll go to Public Works. Mr. Timmer.
We have two ordinances and one resolution tonight for Public Works. The ordinance in Public Works is to authorize a construction contract with WG Stang LLC for a new sidewalk along the east side of Route 4. This project will complete a continuous path from Nillis Road to the Hamilton Corporation limit, funded largely by community development block grants. Additionally, a resolution will be presented declaring the necessity of repairing sidewalks and aprons citywide for the 2026 program year. And lastly, we have an ordinance to adopt new Chapter 926 and amend Section 925.07 of the Streets, Utilities, and Public Service Code. The code is periodically updated to apply modifications and regulatory requirements to ensure best practices and conform to recent amendments in state and federal law. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Timmer. Councilmember Pennington for Public Works, please.
Thank you, Mayor. I have two ordinances and one resolution. The first one, ordinance is to authorize the city manager to enter into a contract with WG Stagg LLC for the proposed sidewalk along east side of Route 4 between Sims and Corwin Avenue. Want to make the motion to suspend the second and third reading.
Second.
Motion is second to suspend second, third reading. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
And motion to adopt.
Motion is second for adoption. Any comments from council? Comments from the audience? All in favor? Opposed? Motion carried.
The resolution is to declare the necessity of repairing sidewalks, including aprons. And we're going to keep that one as the first reading. And then the last one is an ordinance to adopt new chapter 926 and amend section 925.07 of the Streets, Utilities, and Public Services Code of Ordinance number 166-84, the codified ordinances of Fairfield, Ohio. I want to make the motion to suspend the second and third readings.
Motion is second to suspend second, third reading. All in favor? Opposed? Motion carried.
Motion to adopt.
Motion is second for adoption. Any comments from council? Comments from the audience? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
That's all I have. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, council member. Next, we'll have finance and budget. Mr. Timmer, please.
We have two ordinances tonight for finance and budget. Both ordinances are for appropriations. The contractual appropriations total $1,376,789 in total spending, which includes $255,000 for the Route 4 sidewalk project. It also restores $1.12 million in contingency funds from the previous year to ensure different projects in both Public Works and Public Utilities remain on schedule. The non-contractual appropriations ordinance authorizes $327,050 for annual maintenance and operational needs. Funding covers annual drainage program, landscaping maintenance, and critical safety and electrical equipment for the water and wastewater divisions. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Timmer. Councilmember Bezel for finance and budget.
Thank you. I have an ordinance to amend ordinance number 148-25 entitled an ordinance to make estimated appropriations for the expenses Fairfield, Ohio during a period beginning January 1, 2026 and ending December 31st, 2026. Contractual appropriations of $1,376,789. Total $255,000 sidewalk construction, and below is more information if you need it. I'd like to make a motion to suspend the second and third readings.
Second.
Motion is second, suspend second, third reading. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
And I'd like to move for adoption.
Motion and a second for adoption. Any comments from council? Comments from the audience? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
And I have an ordinance to amend ordinance number 148-25 entitled an ordinance to make estimated appropriations for the expenses and other expenditures of the city of Fairfield, Ohio during a period beginning January 1, 2026 and ending December 31st, 2026. Non-contractual appropriations of $327,050 total. I'd like to make a motion to suspend the second and third readings.
Motion is second, suspend second, third reading. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Motion is second for adoption. Any comments from council? Comments from the audience? All in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you, Councilmember Bezel. Madam Clerk, we have the meeting schedule.
Monday, January 26th, council manager briefing 6 p.m., regular meeting 7 p.m. Monday, February 9th, council manager briefing 6 p.m., regular meeting 7 p.m. Monday, February 23rd, council manager briefing 6 p.m., regular meeting 7 p.m.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. And the chair will now entertain a motion to adjourn.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to adjourn. All in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. Meeting adjourned.